In this video, we'll explore the concept of due process for immigrants detained by ICE. We'll cover what due process entails, the exceptions and limitations involved, key considerations for detained immigrants, and conclude with a summary of these rights. Here's what we'll cover in this video. First, we'll look at what due process entails. Next, we'll discuss the exceptions and limitations to due process for detained immigrants. Then, we'll explore key considerations when it comes to detention and related matters. Finally, we'll summarize the process and invite you to engage in the discussion. Due process in the context of detained immigrants is crucial for ensuring fairness and justice. There are several fundamental rights included, such as the right to a hearing with an immigration judge, notification of charges with a chance to respond, the ability to hire legal representation, and the right to present a defense. Here are the core rights that due process entails for detained immigrants. Firstly, they have the right to a hearing, typically before an immigration judge, where they can present their case. Secondly, they must be notified about the charges against them and given the opportunity to respond to those charges. Thirdly, they can hire an immigration lawyer to aid in their defense. Lastly, they possess the right to present a defense, which includes disputing the charges or seeking relief from removal. Despite these rights, there are exceptions and limitations. With expedited removal, those who have entered the U.S. illegally within the past 2 years can be quickly removed. Additionally, immigrants with prior deportation orders can be detained and deported without further hearings. Finally, immigrants have the option to voluntarily depart from the U.S. to avoid extended detention periods. Which of these is an exception to due process for detained immigrants? Is it the right to a hearing, expedited removal, presenting a defense, or immigration law representation? You may pause the video now to think about the answer, and then say, "We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video." The correct answer is expedited removal. This exception allows for the quick removal of immigrants who entered the country illegally, bypassing the usual due process protections like hearings. When considering the key points surrounding due process, several factors need attention. Immigrants fearing return to their home country can request a credible fear screening. During the process, ICE can detain them while awaiting hearings. Based on their cases, they may be eligible to be released on bond. Finally, outcomes can vary, such as the case being dropped, an immigrant being allowed to stay, or facing deportation. To sum up, due process is essential for ensuring fairness for detained immigrants. It involves rights, such as the right to a hearing, being notified of charges, having legal representation, and presenting a defense. However, there are exceptions like expedited removal. Key considerations include detention, bond, and credible fear screening. Outcomes vary based on individual circumstances. We appreciate your time and interest in understanding due process for detained immigrants. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to support us. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so feel free to join the discussion.